Hello guys, so welcome back to the trading weeks. We are on the 34th 34th weeks, right? So we are on the 17th of August. We are in the mid of the August trading week. So all right guys, so thanks for watching um, our weekly analysis. Right, I'm Shah Mohammad, market analyst for XSocio Markets. So the US dollar extend last week declined into a fresh week this Monday. In the face of the US fiscal impasse, likely improvement in the US-China relations, mixed US macro news and retreat in the US Treasury yields. The stalemate on the additional US fiscal stimulus lingers as Congress was adjourned for a month-long vacation without action on the US employment crisis. So we have the US dollar rebounds back and still declined last week on the last Friday, especially on the last Friday. And of course, we will start on the fundamental news for this week. And before we head to the economic calendars and our weekly analysis. So, meanwhile, China boosting the US crude oil imports, combined with US President Donald Trump having offered Chinese firm ByteDance 90 days to offload its TikTok apps from the previous 45 days set out in the executive order, elevated concern over the US-China diplomatic ties. Markets show little reaction to the indefinite postpone of the US-China trade deal review, and the dollar bulls aren't impressed by the upbeat US inflation, jobless claims, and consumer sentiments data as the key retail sales data lag out, reinforcing worries of the economic recovery. The retreat in the US Treasury yields following large bond auction last week also weighed on the greenback. So this morning we have the Monday um, on the Asia session. Okay, the market mood was mixed with the Japanese stock suffering due to a record GDP contraction in the April-June quarter, while the Chinese stock jumped on the central bank's medium-term liquidity injections. The gains in the US stock futures, however, pointed to a positive Wall Street opens. Right. So while gold remained on the defensive below 1,950 per ounce after recording the biggest weekly loss in March, right? And cryptocurrency are still holding on the recent upsides, and Bitcoin still trading around 11,800. So let's head to the economic calendars for right today. Is not much of news for today, and of course for tomorrow, Tuesday, we have the monetary policy meetings minutes on 9:30 in the morning, and we should look at the US dollar, America, United States building permits and housing starts. All right, of course at 8:30 p.m. and not much of high impact news on Tuesday. So let's have a look at the Wednesday. So on Wednesday we have the manufacturing inputs, right? PPI, and of course the NZD New Zealand and Japan mentioned core machinery orders, all right, and the GDP on 2 p.m. And we have the final CPI on for Eurozone on 5 p.m. and the all day OPEC meetings, all right. So we have OPEC meeting, and of course on the US sessions, there will be Luni news, most of the Luni news at 8:30 p.m. Right, and we have the FOMC meeting minutes on 2 in the morning, and yep, we have to look out at the on the Thursday, especially on the CAD, Canadian Uni, ADP non-farm employment changes, and of course the 8:30 p.m. Evening on the manufacturing index and the employment claims, right? And of course not much of high impact news on towards Monday to Thursday. On the Friday we have mostly on the Eurozone flash manufacturing PMI data, so mostly on the Euro sessions, right? So be alert and be aware on the Euro sessions towards the ending of the trading weeks on the Friday. So let's head to the analysis. So we have our analysis for the US dollar index. So let's start with the US dollar index. So as usual, we will start focusing on the US dollar weaknesses, and as far as we see, the drop is still remaining to the downside, right? And the upside is limited. And of course, the price is currently on a new channel, right? On between the Fibo, I think this is Fibo, yeah, 0.382. So it's between below 0.382 Fibo channel towards the median lines. So we have to be aware on these two on this channel, especially, right, after a break below the resistance on 0.382 Fibo resistance. So of course we have our retracement, Fibo retracement, and price is breaking below 2.618 at the 93.75. All right, so we are still looking at price to further go beyond below towards the median lines, right? I think mostly and until towards the Q3, end of Q3 and Q4. And we have the RSI is looking oversold, but the downtrend bearish is still strong, right? So we are expecting US dollar to remain weak, and towards the end of Q4, right? Q3, the quarter three to quarter four. So right, of course, let's go for the 4 hours, right? So we already post the 4 hours analysis on our Telegram channel and on our websites and the social media. So yep, we are looking at range market, okay, especially on the ranging markets. So we are looking towards moving towards the lower line, right? Yeah, price is breaking below the median lines, and we are looking for another leg on the new channel on between medians to lower lines. So expecting the weakness of the US dollar is to stay, and we look for opportunity on the other major pairs, right? So yeah, there's some notes on my analysis. Previously, we have posted. So US dollar remaining weak after bullish attempt last week, hitting 93.91, and made a reversal on the upper lines and returned towards the median lines. So current price is moving towards the lower line after breaking below the median lines. All right. So of course, this is the US dollar index. So we are shorting the US dollar. And let's have a look at the next analysis on the spot gold. All right, so spot gold remains on the back foot for second consecutive day while ignoring the mixed catalyst. Price made strong reversal near 1,900. So we saw drops, right, last week. And yes, and of course price made strong reversal near 1,900, then seesaw around 1,000, 1950, right? So we are looking at short-term range trading between inside the pitchfork channel and a break above toward 1,970 towards key resistance level at lower line. All right, this the resistance level. So we are looking at price to move towards the upper line on the next resistance level at 2,035 per ounce. And of course, yep, let's head to the weekly analysis. So yep, share on our weekly analysis. Okay, so it's quite interesting, and as price has made a sharp another reversal on last week, and still in the middle of the between the 3.82 resistance level and 2.618, and this both strong resistance and support key level, right? So price has still remains in range. I believe it will trade in the range, and of course a break above 3.82 it will bring back the price towards the 4.23 Fibonacci resistance, right? This is the pitchfork resistance level, right? So yeah, we are still looking at uh, yeah, we still remain on the same mapping for spot gold for the gold. Especially we are waiting for the 10 days pivot, but still haven't appeared yet. So yeah, this is for the spot gold. So we are looking for long this week, right? Especially on we are looking price going moving towards the channel inside the channel. Okay, so for the next analysis we are looking, let's look at the major pairs for the euro US dollar, right? So for the euro US dollar, still strong hold on to its long-term bullish trend, okay, bullish bias, and for a second consecutive week the pair is still closing with modest gain above 1.800 level on the greenback weaknesses spotted on. So on our technical view, price steady inside pitchfork channels with opening wicks breaking above the median lines and is looking towards the upper line key resistance level. So this is the next key resistance level. So we are looking a bullish trend, right? But of course, the short term, right, trade is still holding strong. So we are still yes with the US dollar with weaknesses. All right, currently mostly when the US dollar is hovering. All right, and of course most of the majors is doing correcting on right for the I think for since the high was on the 31st July. All right. So, yep. However, we are still looking price to break above upper line for directions. Okay. So, however, let's look at the higher time frame. Okay. We have a very exciting charting for the euro US dollar on the weekly chart. So, it's very interesting for the swing traders, right? We are looking at price to go above the next resistance level at. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's say if it's towards the Q3 and Q4, we are looking at the price to go at 1.24, yep, 1.24 at this level, right? So it might take around another 2 or 3 months. Okay, so based on this charting, we are looking at price inside the channel. So high probability that the price is move towards the inside this channel, all right, and yeah, towards to the median lines. Okay, so let's have a look at the pound US dollar. Okay, pound US dollar steady above 1.3 with current US dollar weaknesses favor the bulls. So we are still looking most of the major pairs, all right? So we still are focusing on the other currencies and cables stay beyond short-term trading, all right? Still inside the channel, and we are still looking the price to move towards the moving uptrend channel, all right? And yeah, we are looking at price to retest on the median lines, and the next resistance will be at the upper lines. All right, the first resistance level on the medians, and then next it will be at the upper line. Right. So price still hold steady above 1.3, and yep, let's look at our pound US dollar. Okay, so pound US dollar, yes. This mapping or this charting just made today. So yeah, we are looking for another leg on the next channel on towards the upper lines, and of course, the price is retesting on the EMA 200, especially the strong resistance level, and of course a break above the EMA, we are looking for price towards the upper lines, right? This is for the pound US dollar. So let's head for the next, and this is for Aussie dollar. Okay, so Aussie dollar extend Friday's gain hitting 0.724. Last week, highest since February 2019 and still holding the bullish bias. And we are looking at the technical level. Price still steady inside the channel and strong short-term trading in place. So if you compare the pound, euro, and the Aussie dollar, it's almost we have the range trading is very strong rate price above this between the upper lines and the lower lines. All right, so it indicates the price is moving inside between the resistance and the support key level, right? So after price make support reversal, right, last week at the support key level and closing around median line, so we are looking at price to heading towards the upper lines, right? So let's have a look at the okay, what do we have on the weekly chart, right? So let me post the visibility and the weekly. So right, so price is retesting on the EMA 200, same as the pound, and we are looking for the next leg towards the 3.82 resistance um, Fibo on the pitchfork, right? So this is the high probability of price of moving towards the next resistance level, right? So price break above the EMA 200, so it indicates confirmations towards the bullish is still in place. Okay, so let's have a look at the next analysis on the US dollar yen. Right, US dollar yen consolidate the bounce near to 106.70 region after the Japanese GDP disappointment on today this morning. So the US dollar fell against all major on the last Friday after rise in US dollar Japan from 105 to 107, then fallbacks toward inside the channel, right? Technically, price is currently hovering inside the channel, and we are targeting price to move towards the support key level on the medians, right? A break on the median, then it will bring the price towards the lower line. Okay. Then of course we are expecting a short-term range trading in place between the pitchfork channel, and with the US dollar weaknesses and the bullish on the US dollar is fading, right? So this is the target pricing for this week, and let's see what we have on the weekly for the US dollar yen. Yep, clearly the price is on the median lines and below the medians on the weekly chart, and of course we are looking towards downside, okay, towards the lower lines. Of course, it will take around maybe till the quarter three to quarter four. Okay, so downside is still remaining strong. So this is for the US dollar, Japanese yen, and let's have a look at the US dollar Canadian. Canadian dollar versus the US dollar, and the US Canadian dollar dropped to 7-month lowest since January 30, with 6-week down channel, right? And the decline of the US dollar against all majors. So technically, it will try for another break, right, on the 1.3190 key level on the previous median line. So, however, we are still pointing on the downtrend channel, and we are targeting price to go further lower, right, to the next median for a retest, right. A break below the previous low will bring you to another leg to 1.309 on the median key support level. So another break will bring you towards the lower lines. right, further downsides towards the support level. So yeah, it's quite interesting. That's because we have the mapping for the weekly too, and for the weekly mapping, we are looking a price. Yeah, if you compare the most of my analysis on the all the majors, yeah, we have a new leg, or it's trying to break a new leg, right? Or a new channel. What I mean is in a new channel. Okay, so clearly the price is breaking below 2.618 Fibo support, right? This is the key level support. So it might bring you towards to the next key level support at 3.82 support resistance. Sorry, support level on the Fibo. Right, this the area. So yeah, it's quite interesting as the price is clearly is heading for the downside. And this is for the Canadian dollar. And as usual, we have finished all our major pairs and we are heading towards the crude oil. So the price on the crude oil keep trading without clear direction, but the target on the upside remain at $44 per barrel. And of course, the price steady above $40 per barrel. All right, we have been seeing I think few consecutive weeks, right? In is it moving steadily on the uptrend, and yep. So technically, we're looking at the $44 per barrel inside this uptrend channel, right? And it will retest another retest on the median, right, on the resistance key level for this week, and of course, for the weekly crude oil charting is also quite interesting. We have this charting. It's been stick with us for since the COVID. Yeah, yeah. But anyhow, the price is currently retesting on the EMA 50, and of course, on the strong resistance level on I think this should be at 0.618. Okay, so yeah, a break. If price made a reversal, it might bring back the black gold towards back to the median line support. So confirmations of price must break above the EMA 50 and the resistance key level, right? So the next analysis will be the bitcoins. Yeah, bitcoins and all major cryptocurrency are extending range trading over the weekend, and price still holds steady above 11,000. So technically, we are focused, yeah, on the price to hold above 11,000. Right, this is the 11,000 key level, and we are looking at towards the almost 12,000. Okay, on the uptrend channel, and of course, we are targeting price to break the key level resistance, the median lines, and to go further the next resistance on the upper lines. Right, so yeah, this is the uh, price we are looking at to move towards the upline. So of course, the confirmations, we can look at the weekly chart. Yeah. So weekly charts. Yeah. Weekly is breaking above the median lines on the weekly. So it might brings you to 15,000 per Bitcoin. Yeah, but of course it will take some time, maybe and of this 2021, right? 2021 next year, right? So we are looking at 15,000 per bitcoins. All right, guys. So quite interesting. We have the bitcoins. Of course, most of the major press are picking up, right? And of course, the US dollar downsides. Okay, and the next analysis on the S&P 500, right, index. So price staying near 6-month defy last Friday losses. Futures picked up above 3,370 during Tokyo sessions this morning. So risk barometers recently gained from the news that the U.S. Congress will reconvene later this week. Even so, the coronavirus was and the U.S.-China tussle keep the risk on mood pressured. So technically, we are still looking at bullish uptrend channel and high probability. Downside is limited as price steady inside the current channel, right? So guys, so yeah, the price is steadily moving the uptrend channel. Okay, and let's share on the S&P 5 charts. Okay. On the weekly, it's more clear. So where is the price is heading towards? So we have the V recovery, right? So this is the V recovery. Um, we never seen in the history, and of course price is above the upper lines, out of the channel. So we are looking at price to retest again at the 1.618 resistance, key level, right? So yes, this is the S&P 500. So guys, we are almost the we are already finished on most of 10 analysis for the weekly market outlook. So you can head to our websites to get our analysis, and of course we have our Telegram channel at telegram.me/xsocio. So our website at xsocio.com. So just head to our blogs and it will route you to our technical analysis on the weekly market outlook. So all is here, all the comments, and yep. So this is on the major pair CFD, right? So of course we will post the intraday analysis on tomorrow. Okay. So if you have any questions, you can just route and direct to me and to our support, and we will try to assist you in any matters. Of course, the material provided is for information purpose only and should not be considered as investment advice. And of course, this is our research team. We do our own research and we provide and for our view. All right. So the views and information or opinion expressed from outside in the text belongs solely to the author and not to the author's employer, organization, committee, or other groups or individual or company. Right. So yep. So there's a lot of risks and uncertainties. So trading is high risk. So all right, please be aware on your risk management and of course your money management. So guys, we have exciting trading contest again, the X War. So it started on the August, right, on the early of the August, and will ended on the 5th of September. Of course, not to worry, you can start on from 10 US dollar deposit, right? Maximum and minimum is 10 US dollar, and we have the first prize of 300 US dollar, a Garmin smartwatch, and a limited edition XSocio Market traders T-shirt. So on the first place is Muhammad Harmizi bin Yaqub, and the second place is Muhammad Saifuddin Safwan Muhammad Hamizan, and third place Tengku Ahmad Shah bin Ku Ismail. So we have the 1, 2, 3, and the fourth Muhammad Jafar Siddiq Abdullah, and the fifth is Kadirin from Indonesia. So yep, guys. So we have the Asians contestant from Malaysia, Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand, right? So you still early to start with us, and of course, it will be end another half month. Okay, so this is the first prize, second prize, third prize, and of course we are giving up to the fifth prize. Okay, so it's very interesting. So just open your account with us and minimum deposit of 10 US dollars. So the highest will yep, we're able to withdraw the profits and get the prizes. Right, guys. So I think that's all from my side for today, and I hope all the best in your trading and have a good trading weeks. And yep, see you again on next week. So thank you so much for watching the technical analysis from XSocio Markets. Bye, guys.